Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Taurus is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. Okay. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Taurus, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we start with a Queen of Pentacles. Very, very nice. This is kind of taking your Taurus fixed earth energy and kind of bringing it up a notch, right? Bringing it to a level of success where now you are kind of reflecting on what you've accomplished. All right. And let's see what's going on there. Let's put this into some context. All right. And we've got a Prince of Cups here. Now we've got this water and air energy. I almost wonder if you're starting to kind of starting to question what you've built, right? Starting to maybe, yeah, see, now we've got, yeah, look at that. Oh, dear. Okay, we've got the Eon of Judgment card, the Two of Wands, Six of Swords. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, so a Knight and a Queen of Pentacles. And between the union, right, because this is obviously the fire and the water, between the union of that, we get the Prince, right? Kind of the natural way the way things work, you know. So this is very interesting, and I almost wonder if with this reflection, you're kind of reflecting on past and future in this present moment, right? Staring at each other. The future is staring at the past is staring at the future, and in that you have this maybe deeper realization of what to do next, of what you really want now. Not that you are questioning what you've accomplished, but you're trying to see the deeper meaning of it and trying to get this kind of intuitive sense of where to go with it. And where we're going is through this portal of fire. Maybe you're making a significant change in your life. Look at that. Now we've got the Hanged Man, the Empress, final card, Four of Pentacles. Good. That shows stability at the end. That shows that we are solidifying things, that we're developing a plan based on our own inner truth, based on what our kind of, our true will and true desires are, based on what our destiny is. We're making choices and we're making decisions and we're initiating behaviors to solidify that. And that's really nice. Let's select the mystery card. Bonus card, confirmation card. This is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. Whoa. We'll use this one as the mystery card. We'll put Tiny Bob Ross right there on top. We're not going to look at that one until the very end. It will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation that we need. Now let's see, what do we have here? Well, we have a 3 and a 6, Pentacles and Cups. So these are going to be just some additional cards that we can talk about in whatever context they might seem appropriate, you know. So let's look around at what we have now. Oh, if you have any idea about the mystery card, I want you to put your prediction down in the comments. All right, let's make it an exercise of our intuition here. But now we're going to look around the room here. We've got major. We've got this we've got a trilogy of major arcana here, right? And this is pretty interesting. I like this kind of configuration. There's this idea of action, but also not action, right? So it's very, very cool. We have fire, we've got a little bit of water, we've got a little bit of air, and we definitely have our earth energies. We've got more earth energies and more water energies over here too. Okay, and I think that these are going to be significant. But let's talk about the first one, the Queen of Pentacles. This is really you trying to sit where you are now. Look at the long and winding road that you just got finished traveling, right? That's what that figure's doing. Looking at the long and winding road that it took to get here. It was probably exhausting, right? A lot of twists and turns, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of hills, a lot of potholes, right? So you're sitting where you are now and you're assessing that. So I think you have this deep appreciation, a deep understanding of everything that you've been through in your life. You know that every decision you've made has brought you right here to where you are, watching this reading on YouTube with me. And I think that that's wisdom, right? That's really trying to see the thread through your entire life. Yeah. You can kind of see how everything's connected. You understand what you're about. You know who you are. You know what you're capable of, you know. And then I think what we're also doing is we're using that past, because we're staring right at the Knight of Pentacles too. You're staring right at that past, and it's kind of giving you this reflection about what the future will be. And I think it's not really, I think it's thrown you for a little bit of a loop, honestly, because I don't think it's what you expected. In comes this water energy. In comes this Six of Cups and this Knight of Cups. Now, the Six of Cups is interesting because the number 6 is the child, right? The number 6 is the sun. It is the child of the higher principles, the kind of celestial father, the celestial mother, which we can kind of look at here as a mother and father, right? A knight and a queen produces a child, which is the Prince of Cups, and there it is again in this kind of in this pip card. So it's very interesting that now what is being produced by your reflection, by this kind of this intuition, this distillation of your life up till this point, it's not just an it's not a mirror image. Something else is being created. Something unexpected is being created. So I think through all of this work that you've done, and now there's this time for reflection. Maybe because it's the end of the year, right? Getting close to kind of New Year's, things kind of reset. You know, the year is closing out, and it's a time I think a lot of us reflect on the year past. And I think that as you're starting to get that kind of reflection of what next year will be, it looks a lot different now. You know, it's not what you thought you would see. We're looking in the mirror and things now, it's a different landscape. And I think that it is a big change coming in your life. This is the Eon card, the Judgment card, rebirth, reawakening, baptism by fire. And it seems like the future is going to be a lot different than expected. And maybe there's been some kind of changes. Maybe there's been some major decisions, right? With Two of Wands down here. Maybe you're learning enough through this reflective process that I think you're making some very difficult decisions. This is almost like the New Year's resolutions, you know, but big ones, you know, major ones. And I think it's really coming from the Prince of, these are those major changes. This is the reflection of things that you weren't expecting to see this. And this might be now a projection of the future of, you know, next year, let's say. Now, things have different meaning for you. It's almost as if now you care about different things. You're having a vision of next year, of the future, whatever. And you see different things. You see yourself wanting different things, caring about different things, needing, desiring different things. You know, next year is not going to be the same as last year. We don't just have a mirror image of the Knight and the Queen like we've got here. You know, something else has shown up. And this Prince of Cups is saying, maybe I think my values are changing. I think my wants and desires, my spiritual goals, things are changing now. You want different things. Doesn't mean you're exactly changing your business or your life or anything, but you're emphasizing different things. And I think that happens naturally. As we get older, we start to value things more, some things less, you know. And that, I think, is the difficult decision. Is the Two of Wands here is kind of like, well, do I just continue with what I expected the projection to be? Do I continue with this kind of homogeneous kind of path? Or is it okay for me to switch things up and shift my focus? Maybe you don't care about this as much anymore. You want, maybe this was all business. Now you want to be more of an artist, right? And that's just an example, hypothetical. But I feel like you've changed. You've evolved a little bit. And this is interesting because the Six of Cups here is talking about the things that we do not for gain, right? Just for love, just for harmony, just for beauty's sake, right? So this, I think, is a shifting of focus, maybe away from business and more toward, living a beautiful life, more interaction, more harmony, more travel, right? More culture, that sort of thing. Priorities are shifting here. Feels like that is what's going on. And the Six of Swords at the top of the path of the dove is really the union between your heart and your mind. And that's what we strive for with the Prince of Cups, because this is air and water. This is heart and mind. This is a mind now that is trying to express itself through the heart, right? And that's what we see with the Six of Swords. It's the mind that is now trying to follow the heart. So it's very much this kind of union of thinking and feeling. It's now kind of saying that we're going to strive, anyway, to live a life that is more in harmony with what our soul really wants, right? And maybe that's something that you're learning through this kind of introspection of the Queen of Pentacles. You're finding that water energy. You're finding that, look, I need other things, just a shifting of values, right? Almost a rediscovery or a recommitment to those things that are really important to you. Yeah. And of course, we have the Eon or Judgment card, which is that the difficult doorway moving forward. Because it's a change. It's a big change. And in order to facilitate that change, we need the cooperation of our entire being. The Three of Pentacles here is you understanding the process of creation on the physical plane. You know what all of this means. You know how difficult it's going to be for you to kind of make this shift in your life and still maintain this success and this stability and this rather successful life that you have. Your body, your heart, and your mind have to be on the same page. And that's what the Three of Pentacles is about. It's the cooperation not only between ourselves and, let's say, our family members or our coworkers or whatever. It's the cooperation within us. In order for your body to do the work properly, your heart and your mind have to be in unison. The Trinity has to be a unity. Okay, and that's what we see, kind of contributing to that Four of Pentacles. The Three is going to become that Four, because you understand what it's going to take, and it's not going to be easy. I think you're making some major changes. You're kind of you're shifting your business model. Or you're changing your mission statement. It's kind of like you're announcing to the board that, hey, we're going carbon neutral now. And now it's like, yikes, okay, how do we do that? How do we make those changes? How do we implement this? And that's the difficult part, okay? And that's going to take us to the path of the serpent. And as I go over here, I'd like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free, doesn't cost you anything. right? And leave some comments for me. I really do enjoy reading the comments. I get a kick out of hearing where all of you are watching from, because this channel is really kind of reaching the entire world, and it's really fascinating to me. I love all of you. I appreciate all of you. Okay, let's go to the path of the serpent. The Ace of Wands, this is really the commitment and the consciousness and the awareness that we're going to do this, right? And this is our impulse. We're trying to get from fire to earth. We're trying to take our will, our desire, our new plan, our new confidence, our new inspiration, all of this, right? The decision to do this. Now we're ready to go, and we have to manifest this fire into earth. This is heaven and earth. This is inspiration, implementation. This is above. This is below. This is the idea, and then this is the manifestation of it. This is the impulse. This is the behavior, the result. We've got to go through this stuff first, okay? And so, like I said, it's not going to be easy. Before, we were taking all of this water energy, and the difficult part was just making the decision to do it. Now we have to take that decision, and we've got to follow through with it. Now we kind of have a reversal of the difficulties here. It's quite interesting. The Hanged Man is next. And the Hanged Man kind of is almost an energy that just says, right now is not the time for you to do anything. But we've just made this decision to change these aspects of our life, and now the Hanged Man is saying, okay, good, you made the decision. That's where it stops for now. Right? That's where it stops. There's internal stuff that needs to happen before we can actually manifest all of this and before those changes take place. It could be, if this is the company, right? You've announced to the board that you're going carbon neutral. Well, you don't just snap your fingers and then suddenly you're carbon neutral. You've got to make the plan. You've got to, you've got to talk to governments or whatever happens in those kinds of things. I don't know. I think Apple just is going carbon neutral. I don't know, really. Reducing the carbon footprint, I think. But the Hanged Man is saying, whoa, 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 whoa. Can't just snap your fingers and everything jumps into place. There are a million moving parts to this thing. It's not as simple as you think. So there's this internal stuff that needs to happen first. We have to kind of meditate upon it. We have to examine our thoughts and feelings. We have to get a plan. We have to kind of create this kind of, almost create it within ourselves first, in our imagination, right? Because this is kind of saying that, hey, what used to work in your life before, you can't use the same tools anymore. We've got to figure out what kind of skills we need to learn, what things we have to realize within ourselves, what we have to prepare ourselves for in order to make this happen, in order to get to that Four of Pentacles. So the Hanged Man is saying, let's focus on the internal and wait. Don't make any external moves yet. It's enough that we made the decision. Now we've got to prepare to take that action, right? Because I think a big part of it really is that idea that the tools that we once used, right? The magic, the talismans, the amulets that we used to use that really served us well over here are going to be useless over here. They're going to be ineffective, right? So we've got to figure that out first. And then, of course, what do we do in the meantime? Well, we got the Empress energy. The Empress really could be talking about, hey, you've made the decision. Good. We know what we're going to do. It's not the new year yet. Let's wait. Let's just get ourselves prepared internally. Let's go. Let's have a good time. Let's enjoy the end of the year. Let's enjoy the quiet before the storm. Before it's time to start implementing all of these changes, let's relax. Let's get ourselves focused and refreshed and nurtured. Let's heal from this past year. so that we can be ready to tackle what's going to prove to be an even more difficult year, because I think you're realigning your goals. You're realigning your values, you know. So the Empress really is that kind of card that is just almost just recommends you do nothing. But there's really no such thing as doing nothing, right? This is, like enjoying the natural world, for one thing. This is, the idleness, let's say, the doing nothing of just walking around and enjoying the birds and the breeze and the trees and the rivers and all that stuff, It's the idea that you've got to heal yourself first, that you just came off this really intense year. Heal yourself, nurture yourself, take care of yourself, and then prepare for what's coming next. Yeah. And so I think this is really good. This is coming at the perfect time of the year. Whether this is a business, a family thing, it's your own creative work, your own career goals, your own life goals, whatever it is, it's really a symbolic time of year. And it's just, go enjoy your family, enjoy your friends. You've made the decision. We can get to work kind of once these holidays are over, But this is the card we don't want, because this kind of idleness, this kind of indulgence scares us. And really, because we don't want to get stuck here, right? We don't want to get stuck there. But this isn't about getting stuck and just indulging in pleasures. This is really about self-healing. This is about kind of the mind-body awareness, getting in touch with what's going on internally, right? It's really, loving yourself and using the restoration of your own health and well-being as a doorway to get this Four of Pentacles that you want, to get this not final, but this kind of, finished state, the implementation of things. And of course, we know once we implement something, there's still a lot more work to do. All right, there's a 5 of Pentacles, 6, 7, 8, 9, sometimes a 10. So there's a lot more work to do, but this is the implementation of your plans. And then you've got to grow them, expand them, tweak them, maintain them. Yeah. But not just plans. Like I said, it feels like it's a shift of your values. That you care about other things now, and this is going to facilitate a lot of change in your life. All right. Let's look at the mystery card now. Okay. Let's see what we've got going on over here. Maybe this is going to be one of those earth energy cards, a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of Pentacles. Maybe it's going to be a card of action. Maybe since we have the Empress, maybe we'll have an Emperor. Saying, hey, okay, you've made the decision, you've prepared yourself, you've readied yourself, in this kind of self-care, healing kind of way. Now it's time for action. Right now it's time to go. Maybe this can be the Hierophant. Maybe it'll be your power card saying, now it's time to get this plan underway. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. I don't know. I'm going to say earth energy of some kind. Okay. No, it's a King of Wands. The King of Wands is air and fire. Okay. So to me, there's this kind of, it's an understanding, it's a knowing when to initiate the action, when to start. Knowing when to do it. We may feel kind of fired up now. We've made this decision. Now we want to go. We want to hurry up and do it. Well, rushing into it is not always the best way, right? You still got cuts and scrapes from the last year, So this is kind of that knowledge. This is it's almost like an emperor in a way. But it's kind of like knowing that when the time is right, we'll make the decision to initiate the action. We already know, we've already decided to do something different. We've decided to make this change. But now we're just waiting for the moment when we can execute the plan, right? When we can begin construction, so to speak. Okay. But a lot of things still have to come together. There still has to be this kind of physical, emotional healing, but not only that, we still have to formulate the exact kind of blueprints, right? This 6 of Swords is at the top of the path of the dove. So this seems to be what our immediate focus is. And this is kind of creating the blueprint, right? Creating a step-by-step plan of what we're going to do. And then when the timing is right, we can execute our plan and we can implement these changes and start building a life that is a little bit closer to our beliefs, our values, our core principles. This is a really good reading. I think major changes, but I think they're all changes that are helping you to realign with yourself, And that to me is really wonderful energy. Now we're going to do an extended reading. And if you want to stick around, click on the link that's either above or below in the video description. I'm here every day from 6 to 8 a.m. Chicago time. Come back and see me again tomorrow. Okay. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything at all. And leave some comments for me. I really do enjoy reading the comments. If you have a small business, head over to the Dove and Serpent Tarot community page here on YouTube. And in the very first post, you can leave comments promoting your business, your small business, your website, your YouTube channel, your art, whatever it is that you want to promote or plug or advertise. All right, let's support each other. That's what it's there for. I'm going to keep it there. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you, and I love you, and we're all in this together.